Alright, so I'm here with what I will be calling a sort of spring cleaning style video where it's a bit more like a lot of other Dokkan content you see where people just go through their game and talk about some things that interest them. Starting off with the stone count, mine is at 1626. What are you at? Because this is about where you should be if you don't really buy stone packs and haven't spent on anything that's been released so far. Why is this important, you might ask? Well, it's essentially because of something like this. Jiren is coming. He's probably coming this month, if not this week. And if he doesn't, he'll come in December. He's now pretty far away from being a particularly great unit. When he released, he was good to great. And now I think he's just fine. I know that's like a weird scale, but it just is what it is. He's not mid, he's above average. And above average is just okay. And someone says here, Ignadex says here, there's no reason to summon for Jiren. He's not even in the top 10. You can use UI if you like the team, and Annie is too close. To which someone responds, and I'm pretty sure it's just joking, obviously. So, grain of salt and all that. This person's popping off, and I love that. He's not even in the top 10. Literally means nothing. He is top 20. Also, fuck same for Annie. All my homies go into Annie with 0 stones. Based. Which is, we got De Trump down here saying, go into anniversary with 0 stones when there's pity. And that's kind of where I wanted to land on this. Because I don't really want to make the same videos over and over and over. And, you should have pity. It's this much math. But it is important to say that we're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting really, really close to anniversary. So it's time to start considering where you are at. Here we have a post from Spats RS, probably a RuneScape player. Saiyans have no limits, hell yeah. Hi to stop with all the posts of how cooked am I, will I get beasts with XX stones, etc. Here is the odds of you pulling one specific unit. Keep in mind, these are chances, so you either get lucky or you don't. Also, the numbers consider 3 plus 1 and 3 free tickets after each paid multi. 3 cycles is more or less the breaking point, as it's like a coin flip 50%. And as you go down here, number of cycles, percent chance, and dragon stones needed. If you are at 300 stones, you have about a 40% chance of pulling the unit, right? 450 stones, you have about a 52% chance of pulling the unit. And I know it doesn't feel like this, right? But you can sort of start to understand how daunting the task of saving up all these numbers are. Maybe it becomes more easy for you to, budget your stones wisely when you can actually see that there's like a percent scale that goes up and up and up, but only incrementally. Look how little it changes technically between 900 stones that you might have from a few months of saving versus 1200, 77 versus 86. Here is where I am about an 89% chance. Here's where I'm at currently if I'm not counting pity. Remember, this is about pity. This is true pity, about 50 stones more. So you have an 86% chance to pull your headliner and then also have pity. So if you haven't started saving, please, as the saving guy, we're only a few months away. Nothing is going to be hyper than the anniversary units because the anniversary units this year are still good, minus like, I don't know, the gammas kind of disappeared, right? But the gammas didn't disappear because they're not good. They disappeared because they released 400 superheroes units that are all broken. Every single superheroes unit is broken, right? So we sort of get to around here where I am, 93% chance to pull the headliner, and then I have pity, right? So that's 2 units. We still have a few months to save. By the end of the anniversary, I'll probably be around like here somewhere. So I might get 2 units and pity. And usually they don't drop 4 units that are all must-have. They drop about 2 or 3. Please start saving if you haven't. It is so obvious, and I'd rather the people that watch this channel be in this range than be in like this range going like do or die, right? So one of the most concerning things about saving right now is we could have like really, really hype releases on the horizon. Because last year we got the Android 21 from Dragon Ball FighterZ, obviously. Android 21 was pretty good. Probably great by 2023 standards, but we'll say pretty good. I think she was serviceable, okay to good animations, and, a fun release for people that were really excited to have her, right? Led her team well, blah, blah, blah. Gohan Black is the biggest thing from Sparking Zero probably in terms of crossover characters. This would be insane. This would be money. They should arguably save this for a big event rather than just making him a DFE because he's going to sell like hotcakes. People love Gohan. That said, this is the year of Gohan. We know that. Beast Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, movie Gohan, Gohan. 2 strength Gohans in the top 5 units, right? So this could be coming. This could be real. This could be the best TUR in the game in 2 weeks. And it would drain people before anniversary. So, while I keep saying, hey, don't pull, don't pull, don't pull, one of the reasons not pulling is so good is because I have 1,600 stones right now from not pulling. Didn't pull on Piccolo and Gohan. Didn't pull on Namek Vegeta. Not going to pull on anything else. If I wanted to, I could pull on Gohan Black if he comes, because I have a 400 stone buffer. 400 stones to use on whatever the fuck I want while still having pity for anniversary. Pity enough to get probably the pity itself, and then maybe raw pull a DFE. So I'm not missing out. This is one of the reasons that saving and pity are so strong, because all of these ticky-tacky random Dokkan Fest don't fucking matter, right? All right. The other thing is that Daima has released, and we just finally got peak essentially, which is Goku going Super Saiyan proper. And it was a very fun fight. It showed what the animation style could look like when they actually get down to business. Daima's been pretty fun so far, but it's mostly been kind of like JRPG antics, which, it's cool. We're chilling. Still a bunch of episodes left. What that means, though, is Legends has been releasing a bunch of Daima stuff over and over and over. Not like the most, not like limited quality like animations or anything, but just metering out things from the show. Dokkan just released SRs and then called it a day, which means we could be getting Daima sooner than you expect, because Goku just finally went Super Saiyan. So this might be something you're looking at, man, in a week and a half time. You need to be ready for this. Another batch of things we got in November, December, like I said, was the Under 21. Here's all her units. And then as we scroll up here, we go to December, where we got the Explosive Chain Battle. Obviously, we're not getting Chain Battle anymore. But we are getting an advancement of the story that should come in this day to download. So pretty on time. We're probably getting an LR here if they keep up with the same pace, but maybe not. But most importantly, we got this big yellow coin LR. And the reason this is big is because we have to start considering what could we predict knowing that a yellow coin LR is coming. As well, we got a Carnival LR, and they awakened this Android 13, who I believe is a Dokkan Fest. I wasn't here for when this character released, but I believe it was a Dokkan Fest. 170 2019 should be around before they added the 30%, right? So we can start sort of postulating what they could possibly be cooking for when this celebration drops, and if it's going to be particularly juicy. Remember that the Carnival does not have to relate to the Dokkan Fest this time around, because, why would it, right? This one was Super Saiyans. So let's take a look at what we could be seeing here. One of the prime targets that we could be landing on here, and I have the, Misaka K1 list pulled up here. We have a Dokkan Fest. I believe they're Dokkan Fest right here in the Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin unit. And then obviously from that same movie, or at least from that same saga of movies, the Garlic Jr., Dead Zone, we have the Piccolo and Goku combining to do their, Dragon Whirlwind, joint attacks. This is the attack they fire at Garlic when he's transformed. Pretty cool stuff, right? Solid. We obviously got the information forever ago, sort of hinting at the fact that these units would be easying at some point, and with it aligning with another landing spot here being the Gohan, I think this could easily be a sort of Heavenly Events, Saviors versus Garlic Jr. DFE. Maybe Garlic Jr. is the Carnival. That doesn't seem right, because I don't think they're going to give Garlic Jr. a Carnival, but, maybe. Another thing they could perhaps be interested in is giving us a siblings bond lead, which we don't really have access to currently. I guess that could be like we can't just keep doing Gohans, man. But as we can see here, this character supports siblings bond. Storied Figures is a bit dead right now, but it supports siblings bond, and would probably give a pretty decent to great help to that team if they decided to make it. We have characters like the two Beast Gohan. I should call this two Beast Gohan, but we have the two Gohans who are LR strength. We have, of course, AGL Gohan, who is amazing. We have the Evolution Blue Vegeta, who is amazing. And that makes up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Tapion themselves would be 5. So almost filling out a pretty decent team here without even going down in here. Would only really need another tag and or a if it was the DFE, another tag or the and another easy A. But as you can see, like I said, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters looks pretty good to me. It seems likely. People have been asking for this easy A for a long time. People thought it was coming with the Harudagarn celebration. Could be a great time to just fit in a sibling bond leader skill because there aren't really any viable ones right now. The TUR androids came out and sort of came and went, just not strong enough, not diverse enough of a unit. Yeah, I could see it. I could see Tapion and Minosha. And finally, even though I think it would be a little underwhelming to get them, just considering that I think people want Hit LR. Hit is hype enough to carry an LR position on his own, I think. Maybe they could make him the Carnival, but I don't really know what a Carnival Hit is looking like in terms of tags. It seems like it'd be one of those things where he is... Because we'd want him to be extreme. We want him to be a bad dude. It seems like one of those things where his categories would be super bosses. I mean, you know, which is a fine Carnival team to lead. Maybe tournament participants would be pretty cool. He can't lead Universe 6. There's just not enough, man. This would be terrible. But the reason I bring the Hit up as an option is because obviously this is just waiting in the wings. This is an extreme unit. You know, high chance of evading attacks would be pretty good. First or second, slot 1, slot 2 unit, additional unit, like has everything you need, as well as fulfilling the need for a TUR easy A, which I think would be this Kefla that fuses from Caulifla and Kale. Just, you know, they're right next to each other. 2021, great animations on both. I think specifically the Kale and Caulifla have better animations than the Hit and Goku, surprisingly, but would be pretty cool. I mean, why not, right? It's a hype moment. It's Goku, so it fulfills the need to have a Goku because, you know, you can't go anywhere without that guy. And solid active skill that just is stats. Yeah. I think this is really likely. We do need a Hit with a domain. We need him to stop time. We need him to lead tournament participants probably, or accelerate battle or something. Like, this could be pretty good. Yeah, him leading accelerated battle would be insane. Genuinely crazy unit, especially if his domain wasn't just like one of those domains that bricks his team like a lot of the other domains are. Very interesting. And the final thing I want to talk about are these unique free-to-play units that we're getting in Dokkan that are just destined to be sort of throwaways. The Broly and Trunks from last year were cool, but they're just not useful. Like, people kept saying, oh, they'll get Easy 8 at some point, they'll get Easy 8 soon, we'll get these equips, they'll be good. It's just not good enough, man. They're so afraid of making these free-to-play units good, and they're just wasting content essentially on them. You know, look at the Legends Limited original that, you know, Dragon Ball Legends got, and it's just above and beyond with the Goku and Bardock. You know, that unit was good for a lot of time, you know what I mean? It only really got power crept by its mechanic being used later by another Legends Limited character, an Ultra character even. So in the meantime, while Dokkan's been dead, I've been playing Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, and it's pretty fun. The thing is, they're having a big talk about, like, free-to-play. And what's interesting if you don't play other gacha is that free-to-play is sort of fluid. So this character is essentially free-to-play. You can choose to have him when you open your account, no matter what. One of the best damage supports in the one of the most damaged characters in the game, right? You go over here, he's right here on the Japan release, which has been out for a year. So he's still good. You free to play this character, he's still good. You go down to this character. This guy you need to do a bit of grinding for. He's free to play. He is free to play. AT character. You go over here, and he's still good, right? Been a year, still useful. You go to the support. This is the newest unit that just came out on global. You could technically reroll your account to get this character, but he is a limited character. He's a, you know, summon character. This is essentially just a random SSR, you know, quote unquote Dokkan SSR, but not like a the featured unit, special unit. You'll just get him from pulling on the pool with tickets eventually, right? This character is also a character you just get from pulling on the banners with tickets eventually, right? Double S tier on global. Free-to-play characters, essentially. You go here. Hey, there's that guy on release who's essentially a free-to-play character. You'll get him with tickets eventually. And right here, in S tier, here's this guy, right? And we can still keep doing this. This is the definition of like pulling on a banner and getting like trash you don't want, except they're an S tier character in Dokkan. This is like getting, who's like a good type of unit. Like imagine getting LR Bulma in these characters for free. And you go over here, and one of them's right here, still an S tier character, literally the lowest rarity unit in the game, SR character. And here's the other one in A. So this myth, this obsession with free to play that like Dokkan players have, where they talk about, yeah, we just need them to be a little bit better, we just need them to be a little bit better. This is a year away from the release of Phantom Parade. And like, you know, this guy, Yaga, is still the second best support in the game. He's a free-to-play character, essentially. You will get him. You will get this guy on accident. You will get this Nanami on accident. You will get these two on accident. You will never be pulling for them. They're on every banner because they're just like non-SSR characters, essentially. It's crazy, man. That's all for now, man. Free-to-play needs help. Free-to-play needs help really badly when it comes to Dokkan's releases. If you like the video, subscribe to join the club, and we're gonna make it, man. Peace.